The 1031 exchange, when it lines up, it's a great answer, but a lot of times it doesn't line up.
Alex, what have you found to be the biggest frustration when it comes to the 1031 exchange for clients, friends, and family members?
You know, the 1031 exchange, it seems like that seems to be one of the more sophisticated strategies from traditional tax planners, traditional CPA firms. In our world, it's not sophisticated. It is very normal. It's definitely a nice strategy. A lot of real estate investors use it, but what if they don't want to exchange? What if they're ready to retire? What if they're ready to generate liquidity? The DST is a great alternative. I'm excited to interview you on my podcast here coming up. I know we're working on a date where we're going to dive into the DST as one of those solutions, but there's also other solutions as well. And the 1031 exchange, when it lines up, it's a great answer, but a lot of times it doesn't line up because the client's goals, one of the goals is I don't want to pay tax on this investment, but maybe another goal is I want to have liquidity to do something else besides buy more real estate. And when that's the case, the 1031 exchange is not a great answer. So that's when the CPA really needs to look at alternative strategies like the DST, some of the other strategies out there. And unless they have access to the thought leaders out there like you and the DST and your other specialties, unless they can go and find that thought leader that's a CPE provider, that the CE provider, that's truly the leader in that space, that's been vetted out by hundreds of independent CPAs, what is the client really getting? The client's really getting the best strategy that the CPA knows about, but the CPA stretched so thin, that's not a great answer. So it's no longer an excuse that CPAs have no time, they're too busy to produce tax returns, they don't know how many pages are in the tax code, they can't find the best resources. They can now find the due diligence project. They can find groups like yours where they can go and find alternative structures, alternative strategies, complete their due diligence, which is tough, which requires time. And that's where the due diligence project really comes in. We're going to reduce their time by a factor of 10x, and increase their confidence by a factor of 10x. When they complete their due diligence within the due diligence project community, they're going to be ready to go and have massive confidence to bring these ideas to their clients.
I love it. I love your passion, and I love your focus, and I love the team approach. By the way, if you want to learn about the deferred sales trust that Alex is talking about, you go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com. It can save a failed 1031 exchange. It works for crypto, business, sales. It works for investment real estate, primary homes. And yes, please do check out when I'm on Alex's podcast. We'll make sure to share that on our YouTube channel as well.